Hi guys, it's Nige at Oak and Bowerhill Estate Agents and welcome to my property tour again today. We're up in a different cul-de-sac this time in Melksham. We're up at a very favoured, cute cul-de-sac called Martlet Close on the favoured 𝗀𝗶𝗶𝗴 development, and I think these were built in the 80s. And it's ideal because you've got good road links. There's a pilot pub up the road, Tesco. It's handy for the school, primary school in 𝗀𝗶𝗶𝗴, good road links to the A350 back into town, and our Kennet and Avon canal walks are just up the road on the fringe of 𝗀𝗶𝗴𝗴 as well. So it's ideally situated and very, very good for amenities. You can see it's an attractive glowing brick red 3-bedroom detached property with a garage there. You've got driveway parking, you can create more. And look guys, this one is on offer today with no onward chain. So anybody looking to downsize, this is going to be perfect. Anybody looking to upsize, absolutely perfect. And you don't want to be caught in chains nowadays. If you want to find a property or you're looking around, ideally the less people in a chain, the better. Well, this is chain free as well. And as you'd expect, what we're going to do with my property tour is just spin the camera around. I'm going to talk about the amenities. I'm hoping it's not going to rain on me. It's trying to, but the sun is out at the same time this morning. And then we're going to go through that yellow door, that canopy porches, and have a look around this property in Martlet Close. I love this address up here in 𝗀𝗶𝗴𝗴. It's got similar properties around you. They've got detached homes, 3-bedroom, 4-bedrooms. They've all got their parking, driveways, communal parking as well. And it's just a very, very cute cul-de-sac. Little cut-throughs up there. It's great for dog walking. And of course the Kennet and Avon, our cherished Kennet and Avon canals are just up the road there. The school's down there, the primary school, the pub's up the road. And of course if you wanted just to travel along towards, I don't know, you can go towards 𝘧𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗴𝗏, you can go towards 𝗁𝗵𝗵𝗏 or 𝘊𝗶𝗏𝗍𝗍𝗍, you can cut across that way back into the town. I would say it's a good 15 few minutes in the car, and then along the A350 if you wanted to go to Warminster you can, or 𝘊𝗶𝗏𝗏𝗏, or if you head down towards the 𝘀𝗲𝗵𝗵𝗏𝗏 side of the town or the 𝘆𝗊𝗏𝗏 side, you can get down to the roundabout by Asda, cut across to the A350. The National Trust village of 𝘆𝗊𝗏𝗏𝗏, stunning. That's only 4 or 5 miles away. Bath, if you want to go the other way, our heritage city, it's 13, 14 miles away. So again, you know, the proximity is there for other locations like 𝘊𝗶𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, Chippenham, Corsham and Bradford and Avon. Melksham also has its rail links. It's undervalued, and I need to mention this again because it does link up to Chippenham, and then you can get the main line to Paddington. You can get on the M4 from Melksham pretty conveniently as well. So it's very much sometimes a dormitory sound. People live here and work elsewhere, but you know, with hybrid working things are changing. But one thing I am noticing, well located properties in Melksham, guys, forget the press, and if they've got no chains and they're on the market, they're selling, and we're certainly selling them with lock and key. So today I want to invite you into this property in 3 Martlet Close. We're going to go through that door and take a good look around. Just before I do, there is an up and over door. There's a personal door to the rear, gas boilers in there, and you can see here you can bump your car up. Obviously there's the communal bit here, but if you wanted to just section this off, you could just put another vehicle in there, and then you've got your 2 spaces. I think you could possibly do that quite easily. And then if you don't need that grass, little side gate there, that gives you access to the rear, and there's a gorgeous rear garden in there, guys. It really is very pretty. Needs a bit of modernising. There is a reason why there's a no chain, so obviously the family member is no longer with us, unfortunately, so this is why this is available. They've lived in many years, family home. You come into your hallways, you'd expect, I'm going to turn this camera around because you know Nigel always does, but there's your entrance door. It's going to come through, the stairs come up. You're always going to have a bit of storage under your stairs. You could call it a wine cellar if you like. It's going to be a radiator there to the right because you know there's gas heating. Let's get straight into this cloakroom. Bit of vinyl flooring there, no level 𝘊𝗶𝗶𝗏𝗏 wash-hand basin, and then a window there as well. Just have a look behind the door, and there's your radiator. Come back through, and then you're into this quite spacious hallway. I love the way these hallways are because there's rooms off the hallways as well. The stairs will rise to the first floor landing. And as we come into this room, you're then greeted into this living room. There is going to be some scope that we talk about later because this room here connects into another room. There is a serving hatch, but we'll talk about that in a bit. But I think you've seen enough of my tours to know what I'm going to suggest, and most people do look to do that. It opens up into now the living room. There's plenty of space there for freestanding. Obviously, you can people do put now modern TVs onto a bracket, onto a wall. There's a feature fireplace kind of thing there. Sometimes that's taken out because there's no need. You can leave it in there if you won't have to touch anything. But there's plenty of space in this living room for your sofa suites and your TVs. These windows are not double glazed, they're lead panelled that way, but they're wooded windows. That's something you might want to look at later, but obviously I just need to point that out. That's not double glazed windows through this property. Some of the doors are double glazed paned, which are the doors out, but there's still wood around them, but the actual windows are not double glazed. Radiator there, along there. And I think it's really good when we do these tours to be truthful and upfront, so you know where the cost is. You see, this is a property that needs a bit of finishing off, but you're only going to make those enhancements yourself and add the value to the property. That area especially is going to be an area that we look at. So let's just pop into this dining room area, because it's opened up, it was built this way. Great 1980s serving hatches, still love them to this day. Radiator dining room, obviously table and chairs fit quite nicely, along with, you know, a bit of furniture there. When the mum lived there, she really loved her garden. And I'm going to just say I love her garden, because this is a beautiful little garden at the back. You could extend this property, but that garden is just so well tended with, well stocked with flower beds, borders, and, you know, a bit of hedging and privacy as well. So I just want to mention that, but we'll go out there later to do that. But back into this dining room, we know the living room is there. And guess what? Of course, this opens up. Hiya guys, yes, I'll take my roast dinner now. I mean, these serving hatches are fantastic, love those, but this room really needs to be opened up. So if we go around here and back out through into this hallway, you're going to see that obviously the kitchen again, this will need modernising, but when you do modernise it, you knock through if that's the plan, because you've got base and eye level cupboards and you know what's in this kitchen, sink and windows and doors and etc. But if you could just open this up and make it into a showpiece kitchen dining room, that then adds value to it later on. The fact that you can buy this with no chain, it's absolutely perfect. It's ready to be bought today with no fuss. Pop that camera out there because you know that garden's looking pretty. Bring this camera around. Base units, eye level cupboards, built-in gas hob oven, 1.5 bowl sink unit, got space there for white goods, and then there's a door to the side there which we'll go out later, but obviously the boiler is actually in the garage, which I'll show you. Again, this opens up, but really take this down. Let me just show you one more time, because this is what obviously we see time and time again. And then that lends itself to be finished off. You could leave it, some people do, but I think the majority of people don't anymore. Quick recap: kitchen, side access into that lovely side and rear garden. Come back through, long hallway. You know the loo is down there, door coming in, stairs going up. Really nice, light and airy living room this. Plenty of space. And into the dining room. And then there's some patio doors out into the rear garden. What we're going to do, let's take a look at those 3 bedrooms, ensuite and bathroom upstairs. As promised, we're just going to climb these stairs and up we go. On the right there's a window to that side elevation, bringing in natural light. I'm just going to pitch the camera there so you can see there is access to loft space. And then you've got bedroom to the right, bedroom in front, bathroom in the middle, main bedroom with the ensuite as well. We'll go into this room here because it's always going to be the smaller room. Basically, most people are looking for 3 beds now. This is a detached property, which is great. But if you haven't got the children, most people are now using this as an office, and that's because it's hybrid working, you know, or people are downsizing. They're still working 2 days at home. Perfect for an office up here, and that's what I'm seeing more and more often. If not, it's still an occasional bedroom. You could have a pull-out bed in here as well. If you need it for children, perfect. It's a 3-bed detached, and it's big enough as a single bedroom, this one. Pop that camera out there. So when I get through that, you can start to see a bit more of that beautiful garden. Back in here, that just shows you what the bedroom is, which is your typical 3rd bedroom. Come back through here, and then you're going to go into a double bedroom. This one's light and airy, quite nice and spacious. Some bits and pieces built around. Obviously there's your double bed, radiator. And again, now that big window bringing in natural light. There's some blinds, we haven't opened them fully, but you can see how well lit this room is. Decent second bedroom this, as one would expect. And this would be the second bedroom for whoever, and it depends on how many you've got in your family, but if you've got your one child, then that's perfect. If you've got no children, don't need to use it at all. Come back through here and there's a funky bathroom. Yes guys, it needs modernising, all right? It could have been avocado green. We've got, I don't know, what do we call this, a champagne pink, a 𝘆𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗵, whatever you want to call it. I think it's cool. Love this property. And whoever buys it's lucky, because they can make these small finishings off, get it to look exactly how they like. They're in a really good address with no chain, lovely garden, garage. It's got everything there for you. But some changes need to be made. It's very clean and tidy. It's just a bit of modernising here in the bathroom. But a panelled bath, low-level WC and wash hand basin, some tiled splashbacks there. Extractor hood, or fan I should say, up there. And of course that just comes back out into this lounge. Landing room. I'll get my words correctly today. It is Saturday, so I've had a long week. There's that window again to the side, bringing in natural light. Got to have, last but not least, this is one of my favourite rooms up here because it's a good sized double. You've got a double bed, freestanding on either side. And this then comes with two windows. You've got the picture window, nice window there, and again the benefit of also sliding wardrobes there. So these open up. If I just slide one across these doors, it just opens up into a nice bit of space in here. There's some shelving on that side, and if we have a look on this side, you can just see the same thing. It's quite deep. It goes right to that back there, which is where that staircase goes up. So it's not a bad size at all. And then you've got a further cupboard for storage that goes over the stairwell. So again, if we open up this one, there we go, plenty of storage in there. So it's built with storage. It's got a nice spacious feel, this bedroom. So it's a proper double bedroom. It's quite long as well. You've got these windows bringing in natural light. Open the door, pop it open, and again, ensuite, which again you can modernise, but this one you could keep as it is for a while. But it's just the colour scheme, you know. If you want to change the wash hand basin and loo, change it. You don't have to have carpet in here. You could put tiling in there. You could make the shower different. You could do whatever you want. I mean, it's ready to be changed if you want to. Little window to the side area there, and that's your ensuite in there. Come back through. So basically you've got three toilets. Basically you've got your one toilet downstairs in the hallway, your bathroom toilet, and of course you've got your own ensuite up here. So it's good for toilets as well. But I love the size of this room. It's really spacious. I think I'm just going to cover off upstairs. Big bedroom one, let's call it, ensuite. 𝘆𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗵 champagne bathroom. Let's have some bubbles and some drinks. We've got the small bedroom straight in front of us here. This is the third. It's actually not a bad size third, actually, this one, as you can see. And then the second bedroom, which is another favourite of mine. It's light and airy. That just finishes and completes the upstairs. What we should do now is just have a look outside. I love this rear garden. We're going to have a look at the garage as well and finish the tour from there. So I'm back downstairs. We're just going to walk through the hallway. Longish hallway, doors off as you know. Decent size this. Coming into the kitchen. I want to walk through the side door here. You can see there is a bit of panelling there, glazing in there, but like I said, the rest of it is not. And then we're going to come out to this side bit here, which is really, really pretty. We're going to go into this rear garden in a minute because it's lovely. And now the sun decides to come out, and I've got no problem with that. Little patio here. Doors open already because I had it open earlier. The lights on because you wanted to see there's power connected. And I wanted to show you the storage into those eaves because you could board those out and then create more storage for yourself. It's important for people. Yes, you can pop your car in as well. Do not forget that people can do that. But it's a garage and most people don't. But this one's got a bit of storage as well. Boiler to there. That heats the main house. And here's your carriage. And then we're going to come out. There's a little shed there that's a pretty little shed. I think the grandchildren used to play in there. And then you come out into this lovely patio. The garden's still looked after. I think one of the neighbours looks after it, does a decent job. And it's a pretty garden like this. Like I said earlier, there is room to extend it if you wanted to put a conservatory out here. I think someone could. I just want to walk down here just to show you that down there is that side pedestrian gate that comes up here from there. And then we're out into this garden. And I'm going to say a little bit less now. I just want to show you what's on offer here. Let the garden do the talking. I'll shut up for 5 minutes, well, a few minutes anyway. Just a pretty garden. Love the little circular areas here, some chippings. The chippings go along here. These are quite mature. I love the way that's still fit. You know, it's been well tended, very well tended, this garden. So the garage just over there. And then some grass up here, which is not going to cause you any fuss. And there we really have it, really. A decent 3-bed with a garage and no chain. I'm going to sum this up. Bowerhill and Martlet Close, they very rarely come on the market. The fact it's got no chain with a garage and it's gas. Bits to do, obviously, if you wanted to sort that kitchen out and open it up, I think I would over time. Some windows, sort out the bathroom because it needs a bit of modernising. But that's only going to help you increase the value later. This is keenly priced as it is. I'm sure we'll look at offers on this property. So any questions, it's Nigel at Oak and Bowerhill Estate Agents on 01225 707 342. I hope you've enjoyed the tour. The sun is coming out, which is always a good thing. Any questions, feel free to nudge me on the 707 342 number.